Today, we are going to look at the 10 foods that can clean your arteries and prevent heart attack quickly. Why should you eat more asparagus and broccoli? Why should you include nuts and olive oil in your diet? If you want to know which spices can improve your cardiac health, stick around till the end and we will tell you all you need to know. The first item on our list is asparagus. Asparagus is a delicious vegetable that grows in the springtime and is considered to be a delicacy. People have been eating it for thousands of years, and it is known for its delicate flavor and versatility. Now, it has some really great health benefits. Asparagus has properties that help to keep your arteries clean. It has high quantities of fiber and minerals, and it is known for helping to reduce blood pressure levels. It also has properties that can help reduce the chances of you getting blood clots. Therefore, this vegetable is said to be great for cardiovascular health. In addition, it has been found to have anti-inflammatory properties. So asparagus is good if there is any inflammation in your circulatory system. Consumption of asparagus has been linked to boosts in glutathione levels in your body. Glutathione has antioxidant properties and it can reduce inflammation. Oxidation is one of the main causes of clogs or blocks in our arteries. Moreover, asparagus is a source of folate. Folate helps to prevent homocysteine, which is an amino acid, from building up in your body. Researchers have identified that high homocysteine levels are linked to an increase in the risk of developing heart-related conditions. So consuming asparagus has chances of reducing your risk of getting coronary artery disease and strokes due to its folate content. You can consume asparagus in multiple ways. The easiest method is just to microwave it. There are many great recipes that include asparagus. If you enjoy eating salads, then you can even have it raw. Secondly, we are going to talk about avocados. Avocados are fruits known for their healthy fats. This fruit has properties that could help you maintain clean arteries. In addition, it helps in reducing your levels of bad cholesterol and increasing your levels of good cholesterol. This process helps to clear your arteries. It is a good source of vitamin E. Vitamin E prevents cholesterol oxidation. In addition, it contains potassium, which has properties that help lower blood pressure. Avocados may also reduce your risk of heart disease, as per a recent study. Recently, a study was conducted involving more than 110,000 men and women. It was conducted over a period of 30 years. The researchers found evidence that eating 2 servings of avocado a week may help prevent heart disease. Moreover, avocados are densely packed with nutrients. Though they may be high in fat, but it is the good kind, which is monounsaturated fats and polyunsaturated fats. In addition, nutrients like magnesium are also present. It is a good source of fiber. Due to its rich taste, avocados can be used as a replacement for mayo or as a salad topping, not to mention guacamole. Next up, we have the third food item, which is broccoli. Some people don't associate the word broccoli with taste. However, this is one hearty and nutrient-rich vegetable, and you can make it in a tasty manner. In terms of nutrient value, research tells us that no other vegetable even comes close. Broccoli is a part of the cabbage family, and it is an edible green plant. First, let's look at the antioxidant properties. There are many antioxidants in this vegetable. Broccoli has good concentrations of vitamin C and flavonoids. It also has carotenoids like lutein, zeaxanthin, and beta-carotene. Moreover, broccoli has strong anti-inflammatory properties. It contains sulforaphane, which is an isothiocyanate. Now, this has been linked to preventing and reversing damage to blood vessel linings. In addition, there are fiber, fatty acids, and vitamins that help in the regulation of blood pressure. Broccoli has been shown to have properties that assist in reducing bad cholesterol because it has soluble fibers. The fiber binds acids in the digestive tract and helps in lowering cholesterol. You should look to have at least 2 to 3 servings of broccoli every week. You can prepare broccoli by grilling, roasting, or steaming it. It can also be eaten raw after washing. The fourth type of food we will discuss is fatty fish. A lot of seafood contains omega-3 fatty acids. Fish like mackerel, salmon, sardines, and tuna have high quantities of these fatty acids. Omega-3 is a form of unsaturated fatty acid that has been linked to a reduction in the levels of bad cholesterol while increasing the levels of good cholesterol. Apart from that, a reduction in issues like blood vessel inflammation, formation of blood clots, and high blood pressure has been noticed with the consumption of such fish. These factors go a long way in decreasing your risk of cardiac issues like strokes, irregular heartbeats, and heart failure. Ideally, one should look to eat at least 2 servings of fish every week. In case you are pregnant, try to eat seafood that has low mercury levels, like shrimp and salmon. Having baked, broiled, or grilled fish is optimal. Deep frying the fish may lead to a loss of health benefits. In position number 5, we have nuts. So instead of reaching out for biscuits or a bag of chips, consider eating nuts. They are a great snack and full of nutrients that are great for you. Research has linked the consumption of nuts with good heart health. This is because they contain monounsaturated fatty acids, proteins, fibers, and nutrients. Most nuts are relatively cheap, and they are easy to store and pack. One thing you should keep in mind is that nuts have a high calorific value. So you may be better off eating a portion or serving rather than an entire bag. Remember, choose nuts over other unhealthy snacks. Now, let's look at which nuts you should look to include in your diet. Almonds are high in monounsaturated fats, vitamin E, fiber, and protein. They also contain magnesium, which is known to have properties that prevent plaque formation and help to lower blood pressure. In the alternative, you could look at walnuts. Walnuts have high levels of omega-3 fatty acids. The American Health Association recommends that you have 3 to 5 servings every week. One serving is a handful of nuts. You can eat nuts raw or add them to a salad. It is better to stay away from salted nuts since the high salt content could nullify the cardiac benefits. Next, we will talk about the 6th item on our list, which is olive oil. So, olive oil's key characteristic is its high monounsaturated oleic acid content. This is an essential fatty acid. It is known for having properties that cause a reduction in bad cholesterol and increase the good cholesterol. It is also rich in antioxidants. Among the oils you could use, it has to rank as one of the healthiest. Research tells us that if you can consider replacing items like butter from your diet and using olive oil, there would be a reduction in heart disease. Even if you use peanut oil or other vegetable oils, consider using olive oil instead. Among the various kinds of olive oil, extra virgin olive oil is king. Another research that was conducted in Italy came to the conclusion that people using olive oil had lower blood pressure. Some of the persons who were in the study group were able to reduce their reliance on medication to lower their blood pressure, while others were able to maintain normal blood pressure even after stopping their medication. In southern Italy and Greece, where olive oil consumption is high, it was found that people tended to have the lowest rates of heart disease. In case you are looking to incorporate olive oil into your cooking, think of using it as a dip or a dressing. It is excellent when poured over a salad. It goes without saying that you shouldn't use this oil for deep frying since it has a low smoke point. The 7th item that you should add to your diet is watermelons. This fruit is prevalent during the summers. It has high quantities of L-citrulline, which is an amino acid. It has properties that boost the production of nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is known to be good for your circulatory system since it causes your arteries to relax. It can also help to decrease blood pressure. Consuming watermelons will not only keep you fit, but also help you to lose weight. It is a known fact that spices make foods taste better. So at number 8, we're going to look at spices and how they are suitable for your cardiac health. Let's look at turmeric. Turmeric has curcumin in it. This ingredient is known to prevent cancer and has anti-inflammatory properties. Inflammation is one of the leading causes of arteriosclerosis. It also has properties that help to reduce damage to artery walls. This spice has vitamin B6, so it regulates the homocysteine levels in our bodies. Other spices like pepper, cinnamon, and chili also have properties that are good for heart health. They are linked with helping to scavenge free radicals. They also have shown promise in improving your lipid profile. The best way to include spices in your diet is to add them to your food. Not only is it healthy for you, but it will also make your food taste better. You can mix turmeric with milk, and you can have a delicious, refreshing beverage. Cinnamon goes well with oatmeal. Next up at number 9, let us look at the green leafy vegetable called spinach. This vegetable is chock full of goodness. It has potassium, fiber, and folate. These help in lowering blood pressure levels and in reducing your chances of developing artery blockages. It also has properties that lower the levels of homocysteine in your blood. It will reduce your risk of cardiac issues like atherosclerosis. Spinach can be eaten raw, or you can add it to smoothies, salads, or other dishes. The last item we will discuss is whole grains. Whole grains have high quantities of soluble fiber. They also contain magnesium. These elements help to reduce cholesterol levels and regulate blood pressure. Instead of eating pure carbs like white bread or rice, you can add whole grains to your diet and notice a marked difference. It also helps in regulating your weight. And that's a wrap, folks. Ensure you include these 10 foods in your diet to stay healthy. What other suggestions do you have? Do you follow a diet? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.